What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro duel video and ranked, and this time it is going to be some Shaddoll Train Kaiju versus Blue Eyes games. I finally got the replay thing to work, so I'm going to be doing some live games and then some replays. I'm going to try and keep it about 50-50, maybe even more than that, like 60-40 in favor of the replay ones, just because I like doing post-duel commentary. I like being very analytical with how I'm talking and making points, and I don't like how long the games get on the live commentary things. That might be saved for just like live streaming and stuff like that where I do those. But anyway, I figured out the whole replay thing. Apparently I have a workaround in that I can just record the replays immediately after I save them. Because apparently if you close DEVpro out and then reopen it, at least for me, it corrupts the replay no matter what it is, no matter what cards are in it. I have no idea if that's due to like some card codings changing, due to it checking for updates to the cards and all that through the DEVpro servers. But if I do not shut down DEVpro's main interface and I go straight to replays and film them and record them and all that sort of nonsense right after I've played the game, it absolutely allows me to do what I need to do and get the replay. So, going to be trying to use that workaround for the foreseeable future, and hopefully it will work well for me. Like I said, I will be doing some live commentary games because you guys like those, but some of you also equally as much like these types of videos, and so I'm going to be going for that because it does allow me to pack a lot more content into a shorter, if not the same length video, and that's something that I want to do going forward for at least half of my duel videos, as I've already said. But anyway, that's enough rambling on for this little segment of the video. Let's just jump into the first of, I think, like 4 games? Yeah, I think it's 4. Let's just jump into those. Alright, so going into the first of 4 games, my opponent's hand doesn't appear to be the strongest. I mean, it does have Sage, it has Cards of Consonance, and it does have, a Chaos Max Dragon, so if he has a way to make that live, then that's really cool. But ultimately, he just sages into Whitestone of Legend, consonances it away, draws into an alternative dragon, then Blue Eyes, searches for Blue Eyes, and then he's able to drop that and make Spirit Dragon. And then I just try to start my turn with a Revolving Switchyard, but it gets Twin Twistered. So I just set the Ruffian Railcar and then set Skill Drain and pass my turn. Next turn, he tries to summon Manju. I just immediately flip Skill Drain because I'm like, no way. Not going to try and deal with Chaos Max Dragon with this hand, no way, shape, or form. Even though it is relatively easy for this deck to actually deal with Chaos Max Dragon due to your access into 7 Sins, and 7 Sins basically protecting itself so you can just crash it into the Chaos Max. So there's that. But anyway, I've had the Skill Drain face up, and I'm just able to put a few level 10s on the board next turn by normal summoning a Railcar from my hand, specialing an Exodius, and specialing a Heavy Freight Train Crane, and ultimately being able to make my Super Dora, but it does have its effect negated, but it does have Crane under it, making it a form of disruption. So I can utilize it as such. Now I draw Shaddoll Fusion, or El Shaddoll Fusion rather, and I'm not really able to just do anything with it because I don't have any, Shaddoll monsters, obviously. He draws into a trade-in, ditches the dead Blue Eyes out of his hand, draws a Gospel Revival and a Twin Twister, uses Twin Twister to discard his dead Chaos Max, Gospel Revival for my for his alternative dragon. But he's Twin Twisted my Skill Drain, so he targets my Super Dora, and then, since its effect is now live again, I'm capable of just, using it and protecting itself from the alternative, and now he can't attack with it. Next turn, I'm able to follow that up by making a Ravenous Tarantula, boosting myself up because all of the monsters gain the attack difference of what the life point difference is. So, ultimately, it just allows your guys to get really huge. I believe Super Dora there was like 6,100 or something like that. And you can easily use that as an OTK enabler and fueler because of the fact that you can just attack with stuff and ultimately make your Tarantulas make everything else bigger. Tarantula is a really cool card. But next game, I opened really well for this one, actually. I opened with a Shaddoll Fusion play with the field spell, making Shekinaga and Super Dora, getting Ruffian Railcar out of the deck off of the field spell turn 1 when I'm not going to be doing damage anyway, so it's all good. And then I just, detach and use its effect in the end phase to search for Night Express Knight, so I have that. But he goes straight for Chaos Max Dragon. His hand isn't really the most optimal. It's not really that good. He does have a Drowning Mirror Force, but ultimately he doesn't have anything else he's capable of doing. But this is what I was talking about earlier, where you can literally just out Chaos Max Dragon very easily with 7 Sins. I have no idea why he didn't activate Drowning Mirror Force here. It seems like it would have gotten some value, but I guess he just decided he wanted to try and save it. But in phase, I go El Shaddoll Fusion because I got it back off Shekinaga when it died. And I'm able to, do a Shaddoll Fusion play, send Dragon to Grave off the Squamata, I get a Ruffian Railcar out of my deck off the field spell, and then I get really lucky and draw a Twin Twister for turn and just Twin Twister the 2 back rows and just go in straight for game, 100% unopposed. Just getting really lucky with that Twin Twister. That Drowning Mirror Force could have easily just come and bit me in the ass, but fortunately it just doesn't. But Next game, my opponent's hand is incredibly weak. Incredibly weak indeed. Like, Jesus Christ, I thought Monarchs bricked a lot, but these Blue Eyes decks I've been playing against, like, aren't doing very good in terms of, like, their opening hands. Like, they're doing decent, like, they're having starter cards, but this one's absolutely just awful. So he ends up setting his White Stone, he tries to emptiness me, and then he Twin Twisters me, getting rid of his own emptiness for me, and ultimately I'm just like, I'm okay with this entire exchange of plays. I'm capable of doing a huge Soul Charge play with the field spell up to get a Ruffian Rail card out of the deck, make a Super Dora, and I actually just leave my Kaiju on the board because he has to target it for attacks. He drew a Consonance after he set Ancient White Stone, very unfortunate for him, but he luckily just gets rewarded with a White Stone of Legend. Next turn, is able to draw cards, draws a Blue Eyes, searches a Blue Eyes. He tries to Raigeki my board, but I use Dora to protect it, detaching Derek Crane and popping his set White Stone. And he floats into a Blue Eyes at the end of the turn, and then I draw for my next turn, and he just realizes that I've got way too many cards for him to deal with. He's got all 3 Blue Eyes in his circulation. He's got 2 Blue Eyes in his hand, 1 on his field, and like he knows the cards that I have because I've searched a few of them, and like there's no way that he's able to like come back from that because of the fact that I've added Shaddoll Fusion to hand. I've got stuff like that, all these different things. So next game, I go Terraforming for the field spell, activate the field spell, and my opponent just goes ahead and activates Max C, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna end my turn here. I don't see the Blue Eyes deck killing me straight out of the gate consistently enough to warrant playing into it, and I expect the deck to be Blue Eyes because my opponent won Rock Paper Scissors and he chose to blind second. So it's like it's either Mermails and I lose, or it's Blue Eyes and I'm kind of alright. So he just ultimately has like every Max C in the game, literally. He has 3 in his deck because this is obviously before the ban list goes into effect. And I just have to keep playing into Max C's over and over again. Even after I give him a Kaiju on top of my Spirit Dragon, he just plays another Max C. This time I have to go into it because I just gave him a 3300 body, and he could just punish me and kill me the next turn. So I just make Super Dora in defense mode so he can't get over it. And then next turn he just follows it up with a huge Soul Charge play. And I'm just capable of protecting my board using Super Dora on itself in defense mode so he can't get over it with anything. And then I end phase Shaddoll Fusion into Shekanaga, and then I try to use Falco's effect, and I get negated by Spirit Dragon, and then that allows me to activate Ruffian Rail card to search for my Night Express Knight, which I normal summon, go into Pain Gainer, wipe his entire board that he just spent his entire last turn developing. Valor doesn't even out this situation because I've got Super Dora on the board, and so Super Dora can target my Pain Gainer and make it unaffected by other card effects. So like it's 100% amazing. The Pain Gainer is at 4200 defense, or it might even be 44. My math just might suck. It's somewhere between 42 and 44. Regardless, it's big enough to wipe the entire board, all 5 monsters. The Blue Eyes Synchro can't use its effect because it was Soul Charged back. It has to be Synchro summoned on the board to use its ability there. Like, overall, it was just an amazing last turn. Like, just being able to Pain Gainer wipe for 5. It's one of the main reasons why I love that card. But ultimately, that's basically just it. Those are all the replays that I got from just roaming around in Ranked for, like, the few hours that I did. I don't really want to keep doing this style of video where I roam around in Ranked. I'm more than likely going to be trying to play against friends. Or if you guys want to play me for some of these videos and just get a bunch of replays, like 3 or 4 replays of me playing a deck versus you playing a specific deck, you can message me on DEVpro. Don't send me duel requests. Don't send me duel requests. I instantly shoot down every duel request that's sent to me if I'm not live streaming. If you message me and say, hey, I'd like to play you for some replays for some of these videos, then definitely I'll more than likely be happy to accommodate you. But if you just send me random duel requests, I'm not going to accept them, so keep that in mind. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think about this type and style of video in the comments down below. As always, like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description of my Facebook links, background music playlist, Twitch links, all that sort of nonsense, all that jazz. If you want to use them, definitely go for them. They are a resource there for you to use for whichever one that you would like to use. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you think there's some people you know that might like my content as well, share the videos around. Share my content around with them. Encourage them to subscribe. Encourage them to watch. Trying to grow my subscriber base, trying to grow my viewership, like trying to grow the amount of people that I can just reach with this content, because I honestly just really want to grow this channel. I want to grow it further than it's been growing. I've been liking the amount of growth I've been getting consistently through inconsistent content over the past year, and I want to just take it higher. This is an amazing resource that I have that's been provided to me, and I want to use it to the to the max, basically. I want to try and reach the maximum amount of people that I could possibly get to. So just keep that in mind. If you want to show your support, that's probably the best way to do so. Just help the channel grow. Show your support by helping the channel grow. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think again in the comments down below. And as always, take care, guys.